Some of you guys might have seen this on Twitter, some of you guys might not have. It's some people's worst nightmare, and at one point it was mine too. The fact is, some people's scholarships from Arizona State University got pulled. Now, I have a few reasons as to why I think this happened, and something that you guys can come away with as a lesson on what this can teach you in the long run. And for a lot of you guys, this is your first taste of college football. Let's have a chat. What's up guys, my name is Javis, I'm your captain, and today we're talking about a couple different scholarships that got pulled and what you can learn from that. But first, if you guys want to talk about this or any other kind of topic in the future that you might want to talk about more in depth or something, I do stream now on Twitch, and I'll put my link right here. It'll also be in the description down below, so go ahead and check that out. We're doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, maybe a couple special streams on the other days, and we're probably going to do 5 o'clock Pacific time, if that's what you guys are down for. I think that's probably good. I might start here on YouTube and then move over to Twitch, so look out for that. And if you guys are interested, go ahead, throw me a follow on that. I'd really appreciate it. And again, if you guys do like the video, as I always say, leave a like, helps the channel out, and I would really appreciate that as well. So if you guys want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I'm sure you know what it does by now. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Recently, this last week, Arizona State had a couple of football recruits decommit from the university. And while this isn't anything out of the normal, it isn't for the usual reason that you might be thinking. On Twitter, one of the offensive linemen that decommitted from the school tweeted this: "I would like to thank all the ASU coaching staff, commits, and fans for taking the time to recruit me and show me love. But yesterday, Arizona State dropped my scholarship, so I will be decommitting and reopening my recruitment." Now, that offensive lineman was from Wisconsin, and following that, also from Wisconsin, a tight end commit to Arizona State as well decommitted from the university because of the same reason, because of them dropping his scholarship. Now, like I said, kids decommitting from schools happens all the time. It's nothing new, nothing irregular, happens all the time. We see it all on Twitter, everything. But schools taking away scholarships, forcing these kids into decommitting is something a little out of the normal. Now, I do have a couple reasons as to why I think this happened, and also something that you can hopefully take away from this and learn from it ultimately, so that you can make sure that you are in a better position should this happen to you, or should this potentially almost happen to you and you can maybe prevent it. Although I'll give you a little spoiler right now, there's not a whole lot you can do to prevent it. If it happens, it happens. So the first reason that I think that this happened could potentially be because of the COVID numbers, because of all the players that might be staying, all the seniors, everyone's getting an extra year. So maybe the school just ran out of scholarships and they weren't able to compensate for the amount of kids that did decide to stay. So they had to tell those two players that, hey, can't come here. We don't have a scholarship for you. You can walk on, but we don't really have a scholarship available for you because of limitations set by the NCAA and how the seniors are basically allowed to stay and use up that another year of eligibility that they were given by the NCAA. While this may sound trivial and a lot of people might ask, well then why did they give out those scholarships in the first place? Schools will throw out the different scholarships in places where they're interested in and they want kids to come to the school, but they don't plan on every kid taking every scholarship. So when those two kids committed, maybe they ended up deciding that they were going to have their seniors stay, or their seniors decided to stay and told them, and that ended up changing their plans. So it's not something that happens all that often, quite honestly, so I don't know if this is the reason that it happened, but it is a possibility, and I just wanted to put that out there. Now, my second reason as to why I think this happened is almost kind of a harsh reality that might be setting in for these kids, and that is maybe the school just decided that they wanted someone else. They wanted a couple different higher level players that they think would fit into their system better or perform better. And that works into kind of my next point about what you guys can hopefully learn from this, and that is football is a business. College football and above is a business first and foremost. That is what is most important to understand ultimately when you are navigating for your career throughout your career, essentially, without a lack of better wording. The phrase that comes to mind is, it's nothing personal, it's just business. And that's kind of just what it is. These coaches, they have to win, right? They have to win in order to keep their jobs, and their jobs what allows them to put food on the table for their family. So of course they're going to try and go with the best possible option to get them wins on the field, because first and foremost, that's what they care about. They care about wins, they care about keeping their jobs, they care about getting that raise, getting that high pay so that they can keep putting and providing food for their family and making sure that they are well off, because that's their job, is to make sure that they get wins. So if they're gonna take a couple kids that they think are better than the ones they already offered, they have full right to take away that scholarship. Something that you guys need to know is that nothing is guaranteed until you sign your name on that dotted line and you send it to the school. You're all good, your scholarship is secured. But until you do that, they have full right to take it away, verbal commitment or not. They have full right to take that scholarship away. Nothing is safe until you guys just decide to actually sign that paper. I've met a fair share of people in my life throughout my college journey and my high school journey, all of that have committed to schools, and maybe they didn't do so well their senior year, and those schools actually backed away. They kind of rescinded their offers. They didn't keep responding and talking to the player who they had actually offered, and that player didn't end up going to those schools. It just happens. It's part of college football. So you should probably take these two different players as a lesson as to what you can learn from other people's downfalls. Unfortunately, obviously, we don't wish this upon anyone. I do not wish this upon anyone, but it's important to take these kinds of events and make them into kind of lessons so that you might not have to experience the same thing, or maybe you're in a better position if it does happen to you. Maybe you'll have backup plans. All right, if you guys want to talk about this anymore, or if you guys want to talk about anything else football related or anything we talk about in the future, again, I am streaming now on Twitch, and I'm probably going to start on YouTube, but we're going to move around, so keep an eye out. Again, my link is in the description down below. I'll leave my Twitch right here so that you guys can see that. Go ahead, throw me a follow. Really appreciate that. If this video helped you, go ahead, leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can get a notification when I do upload a video. I hope you guys' spirits are still high after seeing this, because it is kind of a serious topic and it throws reality in the face of a lot of people who see college football as magnificent and awesome and special, but really it's kind of serious. It's a business. It's not fun all the time. You got to put in the work. All these players, they're putting in the work, but then also there's a lot of politics that go into it, and it's a big part of that. So hopefully you guys can take away whatever you can from this. If you guys have any questions for me, go ahead, leave that down in the comments down below. I'd love to hear it. I answer them. I'm pretty good about liking and responding to all of that. So, and also one last plug, you guys can follow my socials. I'm very responding on Twitter and Instagram. I've had plenty of people already hit me up on those two different platforms, more so Instagram actually, but if you guys want, I'll put those both right here. So go ahead and look out for that. My name is Jarvis, and I'll see you guys on the next one.